Hi, welcome back. Hope you're all well. Now I was supposed to be uploading the video for the fast hater, but the boss has sent me outside to look for rubbish and scrap and stuff because a neighbour of ours has got a skip half full and they want us to fill it up. They said, you know, have we got anything to put in it? Have we got anything to put in it? So I'm going to sort through the stuff, but obviously a lot of it is scrap, so it's worth money, and I'm not going to put that in a skip. And a lot of it to me as well is material, because bits of metal and stuff, I'm never going to chuck bits of metal away because they're handy for other jobs, and you know, metal ain't cheap, is it? So I'm going to have a look around in a minute and sort out what we've got and have a look. The reason I brought you in here first is because it's windy. It's a lovely sunny day, brilliant. We haven't had this weather for ages, but it's bloody windy, as you can tell by the door. It's bloody windy, so you know what it's like, you won't be able to hear bugger all probably. So I'm going to have a quick look around the garden, see what, you know, what we've got and see what it's worth cutting up. I've also got some electric stuff I've got to strip down, some transformers and, you know, transformer things and stuff like that. So might as well get started on it, you know. Right, I'll see you in a second. Right, so the first thing I've found, didn't do a lot of finding, I've been tripping over it every day for the last year or so, is this gas barbecue. Yeah, I know you would just normally chuck it on a scrap pile as it is, whatever. I'll show you how we can see it, because the sun's on the viewfinder thing. Yeah, it's about 2mm thick, solid bit of metal, plus you've got the actual hinge itself, the bracket I think is about 3mm, so it's quite a nice bit of metal. It's a solid bit of metal. This one's got a bit of rot in it because it's been often laying on the ground, but there's still some good metal in there what I can use, cut up and use. And that's the same as this sort of table thing here. So I can do it with one hand to get it off. Hold on. There you go. So you can see when using that bracket, you know, a bit of metal like that off eBay or whatever, it costs you, I don't know, from £1 to £2, something like that, maybe more. A bit of 3mm. So this all adds up. And obviously weighing it in, you'd get, I don't know what you'd get for one of these. Not a lot, I don't suppose, because it's empty inside. Yeah, what it was originally was Heidi was going to restore it, but all the gas bits were just shagged out, they were just knackered. So she sort of give up on it. So it's just, you know, it's only scrap. Now we can see the lid, see more shadow. Again, that's probably, I don't know what that is, a couple of mil thick, something like that, 1.5 to 2mm thick, but it's a solid bit of metal. Again, it can be cut up, used. This front panel again, I think it is a couple of mil, I suppose. Quite a nice bit of metal. And this net is what I want to put around the back of the fire state when it's done, because I want it so the air can go through it. So I want the net, so I'm just basically going to take the wood off of it. It's got a couple of plastic wheels and what come in handy for some, but I doubt it. You know, you've got to, basically you've got to use what you have. But it's worth more to me in metal than it is scrap value. So we'll have to take that apart in a minute and see what else I can find. There's a back of the MTD. Again, that's a solid bit of metal, but it's quite rotten now, I should imagine. It's been sitting there a few years. So that I might just chuck that in the scrap pile. It's worth a few pence. There's a gas bottle we will use for another project when it comes up. This year it should go in the skip, but I have plans for that as well. Oh dear. And you know, I've got other bits and pieces which you've probably seen in the background around here, what you know are going on to other projects. Under that bike is some of the barbecue stuff. I think that will just be scrap. Don't see a real use for it. But that's the reason we give up, or she give up on it. Behind my ramps I've got another bit of the barbecue, a little bit of tin. I'll probably chuck that in the scrap pile somewhere. But it's just little bits and pieces I've got, and I don't want. There's some little metal trays, they're black. I thought they were plastic trays, but they're metal trays out of the barbecue, I reckon. They sort of look cast, I don't know what they are. Let's have a look, see what them black bits are. Trampoline there, or maybe two trampolines there. I think we've got a couple, so I'm not sure if that's one or two. One of them is scrap, again, handy bit of metal, and that bit there behind it is my ramp for my trailer. So obviously that's not going anywhere. But, yeah, I don't know what she wants to do with that. She did say the other day, let's get rid of it, but I think that'd be cut up. Oh, these bloody things. Yeah, this one seems to be getting the old rot in it now. I don't know where the other one is actually. Oh, it's down the bottom of the garden. Yeah, I thought I could do something with them, but I haven't done anything with them yet. But watch his space. Anyone want a concrete block to put in their scrap away, make the weight up? You know, there's one there. That's been here since I've been here. I've no idea what it was used for. It looks like an old police thing. No parking cone in concrete, but it's not. It's wide on it. Yeah, it's got a pattern on it. So I don't know. I don't know why it's here. It's a pain in the arse. I keep moving it around. I might chuck that in the skip if I can lift it. The old Tonka toy, you've seen that in a couple of videos now. That's getting really rough. That's a shame because it's all there with the rubbers, exhaust and everything. But yeah, that needs restoring. That's a shame. And I did start cleaning these tools up last summer, and then because after the winter came, I didn't bother to. If you remember the auction video, they were, yeah, in that what I found in the box full of water. But, I'll clean them up. We'll have a video one day of cleaning them up. Quite boring, but we can do it. Two bits of angle, or part of a bed, and the kids' beds, Louis' beds or something like that. And yeah, so yeah, they come in handy, bits of angle, and I've got these two lamps to repair. They were my sister-in-law's or something, and obviously they've cleared the place out now and already bought mine, but I think there's a couple of bits of broken glass. So that'll be another video restoring him, I guess. Not quite sure what's happened. Yes, if it just popped out, I haven't looked at these. Yeah, it probably just popped out. But I haven't really looked at them, to be honest with you. She bought them back and said about glass, and I've just thought, okay, fine. But yeah, we'll have a look, see what else we've got. Right, it's very windy now, so I don't know if you're going to hear me. As you can see, box and everything floating around. Yeah, all I've got left really is these brackets on the wood. I might as well have them. And the wheels, the bolt, I don't know what these are like really. They're knackered. Well, they've got a brake on them. I think they're knackered anyway. Might be the brake. Oh, they're not too bad. Oh, there you go, it's broke off anyway, look. That's knackered. So not really working. Back wheels I'll take off. That's a little R-clip. Like that type of clip anyway. So I'll just take the wheels off, the brackets off. Is there any of this there? And then, oh, that bloody screws wouldn't come out of this drawer. Don't know if it come out, well, it come out, but you can still see that, and that's turning. That's really annoying me because I wanted to undo it. But you can see what I'm saying about metal in them. There's quite a bit that can be reused. You know, things like this with the holes already punched in it. You know, it saves a lot of work if you want a bit of metal like that. There's a nice bit of pipe in there. Well, I guess this says £20 a square inch, so it must be to hold a bit of pressure. So, not coming handy for something. Yeah. There's a lid. There's a little thermostat in there, might come in handy for a project in the future. The net, what is, I'll have to cut it down, but it'll go on the fast heater, I think. Well, that's the plan anyway. But yeah, we'll pick up the screws, sort the brackets out, and run barbecue, all ready to be cut up and going on other projects. Probably end up cutting a lot of that up this afternoon for something I'm working on. Get the old plastic cutter out and warm it up a bit. Yeah. This is another project that I've got to work on cut up. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with the drum yet. The frame and wheels I'm going to use for another itself. Depending on how it goes. The gearbox, I can't remember what the road show is. I've really down somewhere. I'll work out the road show, get on to a lot, a couple of turns, you know. Work out the road show, this gearbox, and then yeah, because that might come in handy for another project. It's sitting here any longer, it's a pain in the arse. So I might cut that up this afternoon. Make a big flower pot out of the drum, eh? You never know. Got the handle to go on there as well, come in handy for something. These controls, I don't think you can see the controls on the floor for the belly goat, they're going on the fast heater. I've got so much shit down here, it's unbelievable. Let's see what else I can wreck. Think about taking apart the scrap before we end up chucking stuff in the skid. She hasn't come out yet, I've been there in 2 hours and messing around with things. She still ain't come out. This is another thing I've got to finish off stripping. The lift fan. I need the wire and loom for the fast heater. Well, obviously that's the engine was going into the fast heater from that pipe. That makes sense. But anyway, so I've still got to get all the wire and loom off, and just we haven't bothered doing it. But well, I just sort of keep putting it off. But yeah, I think it'll be time to get the wire and loom off for this. Do that sometime this week, hopefully. Charlie's I've got so much to do indoors at the moment with furniture and stuff, it's unbelievable. But yeah, I want to get the wire and loom off, the front brake off of this and the disc off of it, and you know, all the brake system off the front of it, because that's going on the fast heater. And like I say, the wire and loom, and then I think it can, I don't know if there's anything else. I might use some of the bits of metal on it, I don't really know. Yeah, I think the old frame's getting a bit of rot in it, isn't it, now it's been sitting here like that. There might be something I can use off it. I'll probably hang around for another couple of years, you know what I'm like. I don't like to chuck stuff. This old mower deck, I need to get rid of that. I'll get them brackets off and that. I keep saying it's going to go down the auction or it's going to go somewhere else. I'll get rid of it as soon as I hang on. But yeah, I'll get rid of that. Yeah, and then I've got that where we use that for another project. Or I think I was saying the other day I might make a trolley out there to put behind the mowers to put my grandson in. Who knows? Who knows? And obviously I've still got. I don't even see it. I can't see the screen, bloody sun's on it. Yeah, I've got the mobility scooter and another mini moto there for another project. Yeah.
looking good, isn't it?
Right, I hope you can hear that okay, because the wind is really, it's windy out there. But I've stopped filming at the moment because the camera's playing up, the screen keeps going off, and obviously everything's on the screen. It's a JVC, it's a good camera, and it's the one I've got for Rusty gave to me, so it's done well. All I've ever done to it is change the battery, put a bigger battery on it, but apart from that, that's what I've done. So maybe it's time to invest in another camera at some point, but this is working again at the moment, so let's hope it keeps working. Touch wood. Touch wood. Yeah, plus I've stopped filming as well because the kids are back at the school and you can hear them screaming and shouting. I hope you can hear them in the background. Well, I hope you can't hear them in the background. And all they do is scream. We weren't allowed to scream when we was kids. At least somebody was on fire, and then, you know, fair enough. But these teachers just seem to let them do what they want. Oh, dog's come down. Yeah, so yeah, it's not worth trying to film all that noise. My plan was to plasma cut some of these bits up today and cut some bits up, but with the wind noise and everything else, it probably ain't worth doing. Ain't worth doing. So yeah, I've got to upload the Farstate video as well. Don't ask me what part it is because I can't remember. But we've got progress going on that, so everything's moving along nicely. And then my plan is later this afternoon. It's what day is it? Day Tuesday, I think. I want to chop the Mini Moto thing up, and I've got some. I'm going to alter the frame completely on that, so hopefully you'll come and join that. That won't be for you won't see it for another couple of weeks, I don't suppose. But yeah, that's really good. I'm really enjoying that little project. Got my brain working again, I think, so that's good. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble, so I'm going to go. Like I say, if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. It helps it along, and I appreciate it a lot. If you want to subscribe, if you haven't already, you're more than welcome to. Ring the bell, ding a ding ding, get notifications. I'm not going to ram that down your throat. Everybody, you know what to do, don't you? Yeah, I mean, the most important thing to remember, and I say it every time, you know what's coming, just remember it's okay not to be okay, and take it easy. See you soon.